Hello friends, it's Indiana Holmes, and I'm back here at Disneyland the first week of January. It is 60 degrees and a beautiful sunny day, as you can see. We still have some Christmas cheer behind us. The park still has Christmas decorations, and people are still in the Christmas holiday spirit. So it should be a fun and exciting day. Let's go into the park today and see what changes we can discover in the 2024 year coming up. What rides are open, what rides are closed, what shows are here, and which shows are coming. Let's look at the state of the park in 2024. Well, here we are on Main Street, and it is just a gorgeous day. I don't know how everybody's doing out there in the country and around the world with the weather today, but the weather is glorious here in Anaheim, California today. A crisp 60 degrees, but if you're standing in the sun, it feels nice and warm. Not quite as warm if you're in the shade, but it is beautiful just the same. Oh, it looks like people are over here next to the fire department, and they are all getting to look at and take a picture with this beautiful Disneyland port. Wow, and people are standing in line looking to get a picture of it. Christmas decorations with the Christmas tree are still up here the first week of January. So if you haven't gotten here because of scheduling, visiting family, holidays, or you just couldn't get a reservation, this is the time to come. The annual pass holders, right, or Magic Key pass holders have been blocked out of reservations for a couple of weeks, but I think we are now past the 2-week blockout because I'm a Magic Key holder and I was able to make a reservation for today, which is the first week of January. So this is pretty exciting. It is a Wednesday, and I am walking up Main Street. I'm probably really squinty today because my eyes are really sensitive to the sun. But I am going to manage to try to keep these peepers open for you guys so that we can all see the wonders of Disneyland together. We've got all the vehicles out on Main Street today. We've got the jitneys, we've got the double-decker bus, we have the horse and carriage. Everybody is out in the Disneyland vehicles today. And I have to say that it doesn't feel very crowded today. It feels quite nice. It is 12 noon thereabouts 12 noon, a little after, I think about 12:25 actually. And it is nice out. I've been watching YouTube and the news and seeing all of the crowds that we've had here at Disneyland during the holidays, and actually thanking that I was blocked out for making a reservation because it was so incredibly busy. But now it looks pretty much back to normal, so I'm guessing folks have had to go back home to wherever they live in another city, in another state, or they've had to go back to work, or both, and so things have returned to normal. So if you're excited about going back to Disneyland and you've been worried about the crowds, well, I think you don't have to worry anymore. I think we are good to go now. I'm gonna walk up here on the sidewalk. Let us take a look and see what's happening. Oh, I can already see across the way there that Tomorrowland, the Astro Orbiter, if you can see over there, is completely dismantled, or nearly completely dismantled. We'll take a look at that on our way back. I think today I am gonna go counterclockwise through the park. I usually go clockwise. And actually, let me think about this. No, I am going clockwise. I'm gonna go clockwise in the park today. I usually, for some reason, go counterclockwise. But today, I think we will start in Adventureland. So Adventureland is over this way. As you can see here, we're gonna go through the Adventureland entrance and check out some of the busiest rides. Because as you know, Adventureland contains the Jungle Cruise and Indiana Jones. And those rides are always pretty busy, especially Indiana Jones. And then just beyond that and over the bridge, we'll see Pirates of the Caribbean. We'll check that out because I hear that they're going to add a lightning lane to that, which I think is completely unnecessary. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments what you think about this lightning lane being added to Pirates of the Caribbean. I always feel that for a premium ride, a ride that is probably one of the longest in the park, about 15 minutes or so, that Pirates of the Caribbean doesn't really have a line problem. It seems like we get through that line very quick. And so I can't understand the need for a lightning lane, right? I mean, what Genie Plus, right? A Genie, I say lightning lane, but it's Genie Plus, okay? Well, what do we need a Genie Plus lane for? I think it's just going to slow down the line that is always moving so quickly going through the Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, so here we are at Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is showing 40 minutes over here on my left. And then walking up to Indiana Jones, which you're going to see on my right here in a minute, it says 75 minutes. 75 minutes is a good chunk of time. And you can see a lot of people over here at Bingle Barbecue waiting for food. It is lunchtime, but wow, look at the line. The standby entrance line is all the way outside of the attraction area. I haven't seen that in a really long time. All right, now we're coming around the Adventureland Treehouse, which I love. Again, if you have not been to the new Adventureland Treehouse that finally opened after about 2 years of reconstruction, you've got to go. It is super, super fun. The Adventureland Treehouse. What an awesome sign. That is one beautiful sign, I gotta say. All hand carved. Yeah, here's the Adventureland Treehouse line over here. Okay, all right, so it looks like there is no line. You know what? Here we are. I think we're gonna go up the Adventureland Treehouse because it looked like there was a big line, but now I see that that line is in fact the line for Pirates of the Caribbean. So let's head on up into the Adventureland Treehouse. And it looks like we've got the waterfall running today, and it is beautiful. This waterfall powers the water wheel over here that goes underneath the bridge right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, the only thing is the water cups are not moving. They should be going up and down. For some reason they are not. So I was wrong. I thought there was a big line here to get into Adventureland Treehouse, but it turns out that those were just the lines for Indiana Jones and for the Pirates of the Caribbean. If we look over here, you can see we've got the kitchen, and the kitchen is working. They're getting ready to cook. Look at all that animation. That's what's really cool, all that animation. You can see a lot of folks coming down the stairs here that were just up into the treehouse. But I mean, this is such a great thing. And just beyond the treehouse, you can see the Pirates of the Caribbean building. Look at this. It is so creative. The engineering of this, the design of it, it's just so awesome. All right, we're gonna continue on through here. You can see all of the technical drawings for all of the inventions that run the treehouse. You got a lathe running. All this is water powered. This is all water powered. Well, theoretically, right? If this was actually the treehouse in the wild, this would all be water powered. You can see all the bamboo pipes they created. And here's the sign for the studio. Our studio, a wondrous workshop. Here we create everything that we dream of for our beautiful treetop home. And some of the paintings, I would love to know who actually created these paintings. You know, were they Disney Imagineers? Did they hire an artist or artists to do these? If anybody has any information on who actually created these really cool paintings, let me know, because they definitely have a particular style, right? There's a couple of different styles here from different members of the family, and I'd like to know how that came about. Okay, now we're gonna go up into the treehouse. We get another view of the art studio here. And now up the stairs. As we go up the stairs, you'll be able to see that we are climbing to an elevation that gives us a better view of the park. And then over here on the left, you can see we get to look down into Indiana Jones ride right there. Indiana Jones and the Forbidden Eye ride is right below us as we continue to climb up our very, very, very big tree. You know, when you look around here, you can really see how big this tree is. So, this is Mother's Magical Music Parlor. Fills the air with a joyful melody. What a special room this is. Again, we have the player organ, and that is also water powered. It's supposed to be powered by water, as you can see on the left hand side there. The cups, they're all wet because the water is powering this very cool instrument, along with the violin and the tambourines. I love how the birds are page holders. I love that idea. I think I need to do that for my own piano at home. And down here on the table, we've got a book of Planet of the Apes and a bamboo flute. All kinds of instruments in here. Mom was quite the musician. Looking out from this level, you can see there goes the Columbia passing by, and then beyond that to the right you see the spires of Big Thunder Mountain, and beyond that the spires of Galaxy's Edge. Down below you can see the crowds and the lines. That line that is coming down the bridge and then turning back around on the bridge is the line for Pirates of the Caribbean. It comes down the bridge, doubles back, comes off the bridge, goes back around, and then underneath the bridge to get into Pirates of the Caribbean. So Pirates of the Caribbean is pretty busy today. I don't usually see the line coming to the left of the stairway there, but it is in fact wrapping around the building and coming back around. And then if we look straight ahead there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but looking straight ahead, yeah, there you are, kind of dead center in the middle of the frame. You can see the Haunted Mansion. Still has pumpkins on it, still has Christmas garlands, and then just to the right of that, you can see formerly the Splash Mountain and scaffolding popping up from the, peeking up from the trees there. We'll get a better look at that as we walk up that way. But anyway, here we go. Just panning back to the right so that you can see Big Thunder Mountain spires again. And back looking at Mother's music. How pretty is that? Look at that. They've got a harp. They got a Swiss Family Robinson book there on the book stand. A lot of handheld noise-making instruments. Looks like a French horn up there, some butterflies. Some of those Australian, I forget what those are called. Who remembers what those long tubes are? that make noise. They make kind of a rain-sounding noise, like it's raining. If you can remember what that's called, or you know, put it down in the comments for me. Then, of course, over here, we have this wonderful window seat right here with 3 arched windows that are really pretty in a bench seat. That's such a cool feature. Okay, and we go up again. There's a flag right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like it's in Latin. Alexia Adulensis. Adulensis? Let's see if I can. Okay, I don't know if you guys can read that. Looks like it says Auxilia Adulensis. If anybody knows Latin. Okay, up we go. Look at this great metal. That's really cool. It's a moon and a star. Stars, I should say. So this is the astronomy room. Wow, look at this. For you budding scientists out there, never let... Oh, look at this over here. This says, daughter studies the nighttime skies and ponders the mysteries of the beautiful universe. So this is the daughter's room right here. The daughter's astronomy room, where she could study the stars. How fun is this? Look at all of these cool inventions they made from things that they salvaged from the ship and things that they were able to assemble from scraps of metal and wood. Very cool. I'd love to have one of these rooms in my own house. Oh, and you know what? If you look really carefully, you can see a hidden Mickey here in this room. Let's look and see if you can see it. Maybe over in the map of the moon. It's in black and white over there. It says the moon. You might be able to see a hidden Mickey over there. I don't know. Can we see it? I think I see it. I see the hidden Mickey. Okay, I'm looking right at the map. It's dead center in the frame there. The black and white map of the moon has a hidden Mickey. Does anybody see it? Find the hidden Mickey? There's a hidden Mickey on one of those posters. Gives you another view here. Okay, we are at the top level now, and you can see some more piping, bamboo piping, coming up and crossing between rooms. This room here is made from part of the ship that was salvaged. We'll get back to that as we walk up here to the aviary, and we find a monkey in the aviary right there. And that monkey is trying to cheat the machine because it says feed the birds, feed the monkeys, feed the lizards, feed the snakes, feed the spiders. But the monkey just keeps hitting the red dial to go back to feed the monkey, so the monkey will keep getting food. I don't think the macaw likes that too much. If we look down in here, you can see, let's see if I can get in there. You can see fish swimming by in their little aquarium made out of a barrel, and you can see some frogs. You can hear the frogs. There's a bird that pops up right there, a little blue, white, and black or grayish bird in that mouth right there. See that bluish, greenish birdhouse? There's a little bird that pops up every once in a while. See if you can see him. I wonder what's up there in the hammock. Birdhouse, you can see the hammock is moving a little bit. I don't know what's up there. Maybe some chicks. Maybe there's some chicks up there. And we are at the very top now. In the sky. And straight across, dead center in the frame, you'll see the uppermost portion of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which used to be Splash Mountain. And it's still under a lot of construction. I think it's going to be a good year before it's finished. For fall or sometime 2024, but I don't know. It's so extensive. I feel like it's probably going to be 2025. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so cool. All right, so this is the crow's nest that they salvaged out of the wreck, out of the shipwreck. And they've used that to bring the water and distribute the water throughout the house. So if we look down, you can see at the very bottom there, those are the big wooden gears they made that turn, or that should be turning. It looks like they're not turning now, but that would turn from the waterfall that powers this whole operation. And then you can see the bamboo cups are filled with water. I don't know if you can see that, but they are filled with water. And then they come up, and then there's more gears here. This is all like hemp rope they've made. And then that brings the water cups over here where they dump out into this open piece of bamboo that runs horizontally from left to right and dumps out into the barrel that's sitting on top of the crow's nest. And then it looks like it uses gravity to push water up. Oh, actually, I see what they've done here. Yeah, the water would only go to that first elbow and then it would be stuck there. But if you look, continue on up, you can see that there is a hand crank pump that allows you to push or pull, allows you to siphon the water up to another smaller barrel, which would then continue up where you would see more pipes of bamboo. Pretty amazing, pretty fantastic. Okay, we are now descending from the Adventureland treehouse. We made it to the top, we saw all there was to see, and now we are descending, and you can see that line for Pirates of the Caribbean is still quite big. So it is busier in the park than I thought it was. Oh look, there's another cool little seating area right here where you could read a direct guide to treehouse living by Kenneth Cooper Anakin, and a really cool old Victrola, hand crank Victrola for playing record albums. And now we're descending again some more. And here's another really cool view. So from here you can see that the waterfall comes out of the forest. Water comes down here, and that water is what is powering everything in this treehouse for the family. And then we come back down to the kitchen over here. Oh, and there's one thing that we missed, okay? One thing I forgot to show you, and that's Jane. Jane, the beautiful ostrich, right there. There's Jane. Jane the ostrich. Hello, Jane. How are you? Hey, it's Jane. Jane the ostrich. Oh, she got shy. Jane got shy. Oh, and we didn't read this sign here because I was standing in front of it. It says, Father. Oh, you hear Jane? Jane's making a racket. It says, Father is our Renaissance man, artist, craftsman, inventor, and chef for our delightful meals. So their father was quite the inventor and craftsman. Oh look, there's one more sign we missed. Let's look at this sign. This sign says, the old water wheel. It's the source of our energy, powered by the magical waters that flow beneath the treehouse home. And you can see they've actually got here in the signage the water wheel that catches the water and is pushed by the waterfall, and then the rope that turns the gears and pulls the water up in the cups to power the whole treehouse. That's pretty cool. And here's another view of the whole mechanism. Usually these cups are actually moving, But for some reason they're not moving today. They're turned off, I guess. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the walk through the Adventureland treehouse. I can't get enough of it because it's so imaginative, so inventive, so super cool. I just love it. I just love the whole creation of this treehouse. It is really cool. We're going to continue on now on our walk. All right, let's walk up the Pirates of the Caribbean bridge. Not to get on the Pirates of the Caribbean, but just to take a look and see what it's looking like today. And it is looking very busy. Although Main Street in the park didn't seem that busy, it does seem like the rides are pretty busy. It seems like there's a pretty good attendance here in the park today, and the people that are attending are very interested in riding the rides today. That's what I'm seeing. I'm gonna cut over here and take a look. All right, so here we are at Pirates of the Caribbean right here, and you can see that we've got a full line today. The queues are full, but you know what? They're moving. Look how fast people are going in. I'm going to zoom in so you can see that. Going into Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, it's constant movement. All right. If there's two lines, if one slows down, the other one speeds up a bit, and so it doesn't really seem like you need Genie Plus. Let's walk around the other side here and see what it looks like from the entrance. Oh, look, it's so busy that you can't even cross over. You see that line right there? They've got rope lines, so you can't even cross over into that area. Let's see what we've got going over here. Oh, it looks like there's a line. I'm gonna stand in line and meet Sally. Sometimes we see Sally, sometimes we see Jack Skellington. So Sally and Jack Skellington, or if it's just Sally, that's fine too. I love hanging out with the characters and meeting the characters. That's always super fun. I am in New Orleans Square, and I am just about to have a personal meetup with Sally. I don't know if Jack will be there, but Sally will be there, and I've got Jack on my shirt right here. So if Sally's missing Jack, I've got Jack Skellington with me. In spirit, anyway. Hi, Sally. How are you?
Oh, terrible, and you?
Good to see you.
So nice to
Something's
see
up with Jack. We don't know where he's at.
Oh, yeah, he's down here.
Oh, that's where he's hiding.
Yeah, there's a laboratory down there.
I did not know.
Stuff for next year.
That sounds exciting. So what are you doing in the off-season, Sally?
Oh, well, I'm working on New Fears because it was just New Fears Day.
New Fears Day. Yay!
Did you pick a new fear?
I think my new fear is probably snakes.
Oh, that's a good new fear. You weren't already afraid of it?
I wasn't afraid of it until I saw the big yellow snake with the black stripes.
Yes.
And the Oogie Boogie's kind of scary too.
Scary.
Yeah, scary Oogie Boogie.
Oh, yes.
Let's take a little video picture. Hello. It's us from Disneyland. We don't know where Jack is, but we've got Sally, so we've got the best one.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
It was so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Well, that was super fun meeting Sally. She is the sweetest, and I love that she's thinking up new scares. That was super cool. Walking through New Orleans Square now, I love the smell of the water wafting out from the exit of the Pirates of the Caribbean next to the Blue Bayou. This is the exit right here. And there's just a very specific aroma of water that comes from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I think they use bromine. I think that's what I've heard. They use bromine to keep the water clean as opposed to chlorine. So it doesn't have that strong chemical chlorine smell. It has a different type of smell that is less offensive, I should say. It's not offensive at all, actually. The bromine, it kind of has a, I don't know, when I smell it, it just makes me think of the ride and the experience of being on Pirates of the Caribbean. I just love it. Okay, we're gonna walk through here. Lots of folks here still. Oh my gosh, I see. Oh, that guy.
Jack Skellington
Is here. We don't know where he is.
No. He's Fleshy Jack. I'm Flesh Jack.
He's Flesh Jack,
But
right
I was
here.
a skeleton once.
He was a skeleton once, twice? Not again, I hope.
I didn't take any more after that goal, but who knows? Always room for more horizons. Oh, I see myself.
You see yourself in there? How's your ship, Jack?
She's great.
Yeah?
Wonderful. Seven seas. There's a ship right over there. Mine's bigger.
Have you found any winches lately? Okay, that was the other Jack, right? We were looking for Jack Skellington. We found Sally, but then we found the other Jack. We found Jack Sparrow. We looked for Jack Skellington, and we came around the corner in New Orleans Square, and who did we run into? Jack Sparrow. We ran into Jack Sparrow. You never know who you're going to run into or what you're going to find here in Disneyland. We have so many great experiences running into characters like Jack Sparrow. No Jack Skellington today, but maybe later today we'll find Jack Skellington. But it sure was fun meeting Sally. I smell the aroma of the Disneyland popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay, the line for Haunted Mansion is pretty deep today. As we walk up, you can see we've still got Jack Skellington and all the pumpkins. It says 40 minutes. 40 minutes is not bad at all for the Haunted Mansion at holiday season. The holiday overlay is the coolest, best version of Haunted Mansion, at least for me. I know a lot of people like the standard regular Haunted Mansion, but I personally like the holiday overlay, and so the holiday overlay Haunted Mansion always seems to be much busier, and it is busy today, but 40 minutes for about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so is not bad at all. I would stand in that line if I hadn't been on it multiple times this season. I think today's more of a walk and talk than a stand in line and ride. Okay, so right over here now, we're coming up on the Haunted Mansion exit. If you look over my shoulder here, this is the Haunted Mansion exit right over here, and this is where everybody comes out of the Haunted Mansion right there. They come out of the crypts, right? Out of the tombs of the Haunted Mansion. So all of this area here, where the crypt is, and where this little cart is, and everything over here on the left, well now on the right of the tomb, of the exit, is all going to be renovated, I think. I'm not sure. I know the other side, where the entrance is, and the waiting area I should say, that's going to be renovated. They're going to renovate the other side of the Haunted Mansion where the queue is, where the line is. They're going to renovate that and make that queue flow better, maybe make it bigger, maybe make it more entertaining. But over here on the right hand side where the exit is, I think you can see behind me this green fence wall here, and this is where Tiana's Bayou Adventure is being constructed. So some of this area may be affected as well, because this part right here that you're looking at to the right of the little gift cart and the exit of the Haunted Mansion is just sort of a little waiting seating area at the moment, and it seems to me like this area over here is a little bit of dead space that could be utilized better. So I am guessing that somehow this is going to, when Tiana's Bayou Adventure is all completed, somehow is going to be utilized better. Here I'm looking up from this little area, this little rest seating area in between the old Splash Mountain, now going to be Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and next to it, the Haunted Mansion. And you can see in between here the construction scaffolding that is going on here. And then if we look out from this area, okay, on this side over here is the Haunted Mansion. On this side is Tiana's Bayou Adventure under construction. In the middle here is just sort of this dead space they've kind of filled with benches, which is wonderful because if you want to have a seat, this is a great place to do it. But it seems like an underutilized area. This area seems underutilized, and it seems to me like somehow this is going to be put to use either for the Haunted Mansion or for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm not sure which, but this area right here, we're going to keep an eye on this area as construction continues, and we're going to see what it is we can figure out that they're doing with this covered area, because it is a covered area, right? So it's a nice covered rest area, but I can't imagine that Disney is going to leave this as it is. I think the Imagineers probably have something up their sleeve, something they've been imagining to do with this area. So if you have ideas about what could be done, or if you know what is going to be done with this area right here between the Haunted Mansion and Tiana's Bayou Adventure, leave down in the comments your ideas or any knowledge you actually possess so that we can find out what this is going to be. And we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep coming back to it to figure out what this is. All right, let's continue on our journey here as we walk up the little hill here. And we continue to see Tiana's Bayou Adventure on our left under construction. And a little door over here on the right, which is the back side of the galley restaurant there. And over on the other side of the restaurant, if we look carefully, we can see down here where Splash Mountain used to have the little ride through. We've got a lot of construction that looks like has taken place, or I should say deconstruction has taken place. And you can see there's like a red square right there that's taped onto the rock planter, the cement planter. So it looks like they're going to put another window in there. I'm guessing that's probably going to be for an observation camera. I can't figure out what these other two openings would be though. Yeah. They look like they would be for windows, but maybe they're going to put some kind of animatronic in there. I don't know. It's such a beautiful day out today. I brought a sweatshirt, but I'm not even wearing a sweatshirt. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and this lightweight little jacket shirt here, and just enjoying the beauty of our Southern California day here at Disneyland. It's tempting to go get another caramel apple over here at the Winnie the Pooh area, because I do love that. Oh my gosh, look at that giant metal steel. There's like a metal rectangular square with a slash line through it. It kind of looks like one of those signs that says, you know, do not enter or something like that. I wonder what that is all about. That looks like it's only temporarily propped up there, and then they're probably going to use it for some other purpose. But you can see what I'm talking about right there. There's a big metal like square with a a slash going from like the top right to the left, sort of a rectangle with an angled piece of metal. It's all made of metal. It looks like it's going to have some importance at some point, but we have no idea where it's going now. I can see, it's probably hard for you guys to see because of the sun flare, but I can see up at the top there, there's a lot of workmen working up there on that third level from the top. We're here serving hamburgers out in front of the Hungry Bear. He must be the Hungry Bear, he must be the Hungry Bear maitre d' or waiter. And there's a Hungry Bear. We've got our churros and frozen lemonade over here. Well, you know it's busy when you see a line outside the Winnie the Pooh entrance. And hi, how you doing?
Oh, how are you?
Good, good. You can see right over here, Winnie the Pooh entrance already has a line outside. Not too big of a line, but it's a line outside that covered bridge there. So it's a little bit busy. Yeah, I mean, usually you can just, or usually when I come, I can get on Winnie the Pooh within like 5 minutes. So that looks like about a 25 to 30 minute line right now for the Winnie the Pooh. So that's a pretty good sized crowd, I'd say. There's the train bridge right there. I'm gonna ride the train today because I always have to ride the train every time I come to Disneyland, at least one time, sometimes twice. I love the trains. I love riding the CK Holiday, the Ripley, all of them. Over here we had Santa during the holidays. Oh my gosh, it's Pooh! It's Pooh! Hi Pooh, how are you? Oh, it's Pooh. That's so fun that we ran into Pooh. I love running into Pooh.
Yeah, you were like...
Winnie the Pooh is the coolest. Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore and Tigger. They are some fun characters. So, it looks like Winnie the Pooh's got his holiday hat on, and he is greeting guests over there and giving them hugs. How fun. Souvenir coins right here. These souvenir coin machines are all throughout the park, and a lot of people love these things, and they like to collect them. This one here has Winnie the Pooh, it has Tigger, and it has Rabbit. Okay? So we've got 3 different coins here. Souvenir of the 100-acre wood. That's what it says here. Piglet, Tigger, Pooh, and Eeyore. Hi Eeyore, how are you? Oh, good to see you. I like your hat. Nice hat. I got a hat too, right? Oh, very good. I got your hat too. Very nice. Looking good, Eeyore. I hope the holidays were good to you. Had a lot of good food? Oh, I don't know. Not so much. Not enough. Wow, that was fun. We got to run into both Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore today. I mean, wow. I'm having the day. I got to meet Sally and hang out with her for a couple of minutes. And then I got to see Jack of Pirates of the Caribbean. And then Winnie the Pooh, and then Eeyore. Wow, all unexpected. Oh, there was the train. So we get to see Sally, Jack Sparrow, Winnie the Pooh, and Eeyore today. All just by accident, just walking around, ran into them. That is one of the joys about coming to Disneyland. You know, some people come because they love the rides, they really want to ride all the rides. Some people come for the attractions, in terms of like the shows. Some people come for some food experiences, or to ride the Columbia, or to ride the Mark Twain. I like walking around and just encountering people and characters. You know, already today, in addition to those characters, I saw Belle right at the very beginning of the park when I first came in, and got to take a selfie with Belle and say hi. And now I'm walking down next to Hungry Bear, and look what's next to me over here, the Columbia. Is that cool or what? I mean, there's just something awesome in Disneyland. At every turn, at every corner, you find something fun. And now here we're finding the Columbia as it goes by. If you want to learn more about the Columbia, look at my video lesson on my channel. I did a really in-depth history documentary video about the Columbia, so you can learn all about how the Columbia was researched and designed and constructed here in Los Angeles and here at Disneyland, and how actually the rivers of America were created here in Disneyland. And then if you're a fan of the sternwheeler, the Mark Twain, I also did an in-depth video on the Mark Twain as well. So you can learn about the Mark Twain. Oh, this is neat. Look at this. Never noticed this before. I thought it was a putting green, but it's actually a little grass area for service dogs to go potty, because they need to go potty too, right? I've never seen the potty green. Instead of a putting green, it's the potty green for the service dogs. And I love that Disney has included that and brought that in here. I wonder if there's more than one. If you guys know of any other ones. This one was right under the bridge between Hungry Bear and the entrance, one of the entrances to Galaxy's Edge. The entrance which is over by the Rise of the Resistance queue, the Rise of the Resistance line. So if you know of any other potty greens for service dogs here in the park, let me know. I'd like to know where they are. I don't have a service dog. I don't need one now, but you never know. Could happen in the future. And so it would be good to know, just for all of our fellow subscribers and viewers here on the channel. Some of them might have service dogs, and it would be really helpful for them to know where their service dogs can go potty. Where are those potty greens? Who knows? I'd like to know. Help us out. If you know, put it down in the comments. All right, we are in Galaxy's Edge now, and we are enjoying the sights and the sounds, like this speeder over here. Rise of the Resistance line currently says, woo, 85 minutes. That is a long time. 85 minutes for Rise of the Resistance. Too long for me. I like Rise of the Resistance. I love it, actually. It's super fun. But I usually will do Rise of the Resistance first thing in the morning. That's a rope drop kind of thing for me. Or the other good time to come for Rise of the Resistance is when the parades are going on. So if the parade is at 3 or 3:30, come for Rise of the Resistance. If the parade is at 6, 6:30, come for Rise of the Resistance. Now, there's no guarantee you're gonna get in, because you can be in line and the ride can go down. And it does go down. Just like Indiana Jones. Rise of the Resistance and Indiana Jones are prone to breakdowns throughout the day. So you could be in line and then, you know, find out that the ride has gone down, and then you spend 35 or 40 minutes in line only to be sent back out. And that's happened to me several times, but it's still worth it. It's still worth waiting in line for Rise of the Resistance. Looks like they have this all marked off. This must be like a meet and greet area over here. You guys can have a meet and greet out here or something sometime?
Yeah, the Banta. We're looking for the Banta right now.
Oh, the Banta.
He tends to come in and go, but he gets really nervous when you guys walk around.
I got you.
Yeah, and as you can see, what happens when it gets
Yeah, so he gets nervous. Okay.
When we see him, we'll let you know.
Thank you. All right, the Banta. The Banta was hiding out there somewhere in the grass, and it looked like he was getting nervous and leaving the ground all wet. That's funny. Okay, we're coming into the marketplace now. The marketplace, which I've said many times before, to me looks like the Grand Bazaar in Turkey, just a micro miniature version of it. They are completely different actually, but it has sort of that feeling of the Grand Bazaar of Turkey, in Istanbul, Turkey, I should say. But this is a nice kind of Imagineer's creation to give you that feeling of a bazaar from a Star Wars movie. Maybe inspired by the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, Turkey. Maybe not, I don't know. But that's how it feels to me, and I love it. There's so many great things here. I see a lot of people here today. it looks like a lot of tourists. I see a lot of people here in the marketplace that look like they are from other states. They have the big wide eyes of wonder. They are really soaking things up, soaking in all of the beauty and imagination here in Galaxy's Edge. So I think that's really awesome. I love it. I'm so happy when people come from other states and other countries to experience Disneyland and come to Galaxy's Edge and see what an amazing creation this is. How well the Imagineers have created a land that is inspired by and does justice to Star Wars, to the whole Star Wars franchise of films. They really make it great. Okay, walking over here. Take a look out here. Take a look at the Millennium Falcon. And I turn the camera and there it is. The Millennium Falcon on a beautiful January day in Southern California. It is so nice out here today. I thought it was going to be cold and rainy, but the rain did not stay long. You know, it was only from about maybe 2 in the morning to maybe about 6 in the morning, and then went away. And now we are just enjoying the day.
I mean, there was no sit down.
Head down here. Not only do you have the sights, but you have the sounds of the Star Wars universe. All the things that you see, or many of the things that you see and hear in the Star Wars films, you see and hear and experience here at Galaxy's Edge. Okay, we are outside August Cantina over here on my left, and it is busy today. If you want to have a really cool cantina experience like you saw in the original Star Wars movie, the first one that came out in 1977, that is now called Star Wars A New Hope, they had that cool cantina with all the creatures and stuff in there. The August Cantina is that experience for you here at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland. They do have yummy hors d'oeuvres and adult beverages, and I think it is always busy because people want to have the experience of what they saw in the movie with the cantina and the robotic DJ that spins tunes in there, who is actually voiced by the late great Pee Wee Herman. It's his voice behind that robot that is spinning discs for you at the DJ booth. But you know, here we are. We're just waiting on Kylo Ren maybe coming down here, and some of the Star Troopers. We'll see if they come or not. But yeah, August Cantina is really popular because it gives you that feeling of being in the Star Wars Cantina from Star Wars A New Hope, but also because they have adult beverages and really yummy kind of adult style hors d'oeuvres. So if you want that, if you want to have an interesting brew, an interesting beer or something. Uh-oh, here they come. Star Troopers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are investigating. This means that Kylo Ren could be nearby.
Attention! Citizens and travelers, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please come closer. To all in this outpost, hear me. You may now consider yourselves under the watchful eye of the First Order. As you have seen, we have brought stability and control. to what was once a dysfunctional and disorderly place. Unlike the resistance, which has all but been destroyed, what little remains will be crushed. They have no weapons, no army, no heroes. And yet, they want to regroup, to fight against us when they have no chance. We have reason to believe that a resistance spy was sent here, to this outpost, no doubt scouting for a place to hide. She cannot be operating alone. Someone is helping her. Someone is hiding her. And someone knows where to find her. Now, if we believe that you know something, or that you're hiding something, we will find out. If you are stopped for questioning, I suggest that you do as you are ordered. Troopers!
Excellent advice. Have you found the Resistance spy, Lieutenant?
Not yet, sir, but we will. I have initiated reconnaissance patrols throughout the entire...
The spy was tracked here.
Yes, I understand, sir.
And if she is here, the Resistance could be here. You were sent to find her. But you have failed.
Sir, someone has information. Never fear, we will get it for you. I will get it for you, sir.
No, Lieutenant. I will get it. You are dismissed. Troopers.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was super fun. Now we've run into Kylo Ren and his stormtroopers. What a day I am having, I gotta tell you. It has been super great. Started off with meeting Belle, and then running into meeting Sally, and then Jack Sparrow, and then Winnie the Pooh, and then Eeyore, and now Kylo Ren. I mean, wow, this is awesome. I don't even need to go on rides. I just enjoy meeting and seeing all these characters in action. So great. Okay, I am heading out of Galaxy's Edge now, and I am going to be going underneath another railroad bridge here. This will take us into either of one of two lands. I can either go into Fantasyland to my left, or I can go into Frontierland to my right. We haven't walked through Frontierland today, so maybe we'll do that. We have the red stagecoach over here that kind of gives us a clue that we are near Frontierland. Here it is right here, Wilderness Express and Delivery Service. You can see this fancy white cane over here in the window. That is a very cool looking stagecoach. You can see a lady's hat in there and her shawl, another lady's hat in there, a gentleman's cane, a gentleman's top hat, a white umbrella, a valise, and some other things, some other cases on top. It says, "Ship to Jason Handler." Interesting. Wow. That is cool. Alright, so now we're walking up a pathway, and directly ahead of me is Big Thunder Mountain, one of my favorite rides. I love riding it in the day and at night. It's, you know, some rides are better in the daytime, some rides are better at night, but Big Thunder Mountain is one of those rides where you get a unique experience whether you're there in the daytime or the nighttime riding Big Thunder Mountain. A lot of people miss this, but this is the backside. You can hear them screaming in joy and fright. This is the backside of Big Thunder Mountain. You can see there's a mine shaft right there, because remember, Big Thunder Mountain is a ride based on mining Okay, so now we have a choice. We either go over my shoulder there into Fantasyland, or we go over my shoulder over there to Frontierland. And as much as we haven't gone into Frontierland today, let's take a walk through Frontierland, and then that'll take us back through to the circle where Walt and Mickey are, the Walt and Mickey statues, the spoke, so to speak, the spokes of the wheel of the lands. And then from there, maybe we will head into Fantasyland and catch the train to the Tomorrowland station, something like that. Here's where we are walking right now. So, walked up the path from Galaxy's Edge, and then we had the T-junction, Fantasyland to the left and Frontierland to the right, and this is where we are now. Over here is another angle, another side, or another view of Big Thunder Mountain across from the actual ride where we have the postmaster's office. So now we're gonna walk over here. We have one of the ponds here that the ducks love. One of the ponds that the ducks love to hang out in occasionally. And then over here on my left, we have Big Thunder Mountain. Here comes the train. Whoa! And it's coming right at us. And there it goes. If you want to see both the daytime first-person point of view ride of Big Thunder Mountain and also a nighttime first-person point of view of Big Thunder Mountain, look at my channel and look for the videos for Big Thunder Mountain. There we go. There is the train going across over there. You can see it crossing. There goes the steam from it. So yeah, I highly recommend you look for the Big Thunder Mountain videos I've made. I've made a few of them. Train again, it's gonna come straight at us. It's a great roller coaster. It's really fun. It does have times when it breaks down, but not as much as some of the other rides that require more adjustment to keep them running. Big Thunder Mountain's pretty reliable. It can go down from time to time. Seems like it goes down more in the summer than it does other times of the year. But yeah, it's super fun. An abandoned rail tunnel across from Big Thunder Mountain. Okay. See the spires of Big Thunder Mountain back there behind my hat? And all the squeals of joy and fright as people are on the ride.
Oh my god, what do you think?
Okay, so now we are coming down the pathway, and you can see here we've got horse tracks from the horseshoes and also wagon tracks from the wagons that have traveled through Frontier Town. Right there, both horse hoof tracks and wagon tracks going through Frontierland.
Malachi, come on.
Oh yeah, it is a lot busier now than it was earlier. Much busier. I think people have gotten up and gotten out, had their breakfast, maybe their lunch. They're in the parks now, and now we are starting to see some of this holiday crowd return that was filling the parks for the last 2 weeks. It looks like it's still happening, still going on here today. Let's see. I wonder what kind of music they are doing at the Golden Horseshoe today. They have been doing holiday music for about the last month, but now it is the first week of January, so it makes me wonder, are we still doing holiday music or something else? Let's go find out. Well, it looks like they still have the Christmas tree up, so I am guessing it is still going to be holiday music from our beloved piano player over here inside the Golden Horseshoe. We've still got a lot of Christmas decorations. We've got all the garlands up around, and as you can see, we are in the wonderful Golden Horseshoe Theater, and you can see all of the decorations around us. And the Christmas tree is definitely still on display. So I am guessing when our favorite piano player comes back out, we are going to be hearing more Christmas tunes. But yes, this is the stage where we see our performances. And here is a little view of the theater. Notice all of those steer horns around the foot of the gallery, or the foot of the balcony. Well, it was about another 20 minutes until the next piano performance at the Golden Horseshoe, so I decided that I would just keep on walking and enjoying the sights and sounds of Frontierland. And you can see there's still lots of Christmas garlands up all over the place. And we have a good sized crowd out here. Oh wow, the line for Big Thunder Mountain is quite large because I can see that we have the overflow line wrapping around the outside patio of Rancho del Zocalo. Look at that. This is the overflow line, the line that you need to be in to get into Big Thunder Mountain. So yeah, that makes it a really busy day when you have people in that line. I never get in the line if that line is extending into that area. So yeah, it's busy today. It wasn't when I first got here, but it got busier and busier as the day went on. And now it's after 2 o'clock, and I think people are just continuing to stream in to the park. See here the shooting gallery over here on the left. And here we are in the Mercantile store in Frontierland. We're already starting to see some spring merchandise. I love this new sweatshirt with Minnie Mouse in the Astro Orbiter. It's a really nice fabric applique, or fabric on fabric design. We still have holiday merchandise here, but now we're starting to get some spring merchandise in, and we're starting to see some really neat things. This is a really cool Hawaiian shirt, or Hawaiian style shirt. Again, the Astro Orbiter being featured here with Mickey Mouse. Oh, and this is really nice too. Disneyland California sweatshirt. Very nice. The O2 Mickey Mouse sweatshirt, and it's got some other characters. It's the 2024 sweatshirt, 2024. That's pretty nice. That's an extra big sweatshirt here. Looks like it's $54 there. Very nice. Ooh, wow, this is nice. This has Mickey and Minnie, and it says 2024 on it. I like that. Mickey and Minnie and saying 2024. That's a nice shirt. I could really enjoy wearing that. Excuse me. Cool new merch is starting to arrive in the park. Even though it is winter, I think they're getting ready for spring. They're starting to put their spring merchandise out. Oh, it looks like the Holiday Fantasy Parade is going down the street right now. So that is going to be a bit of a problem getting across. We're going to be kind of trapped over here on this side of the park. So maybe it's time to go to Fantasyland. If we go into Fantasyland, we will not be trapped by the park, by the parade. So we'll just head up this way. So it is still winter here in sunny Southern California. It is still winter, it is still beautiful, and it is not cold. It only rained for about 4 hours last night. Now everything is back to beautiful California weather once again. And we are going to avoid the parade traffic, and we will go up into Fantasyland. Here we are. Sleeping Beauty's castle. Oops, sorry. Heading up into Sleeping Beauty's castle. And hear the music from the parade. Getting some water spray from the fountains because there's a little bit of a breeze through here. Alright, we've made it through Sleeping Beauty's castle. And now we are in Fantasyland, which actually doesn't look very crowded. Usually Fantasyland can be super crowded, but I think because the parade is going on, Fantasyland is a little bit more chill today. Peter Pan ride has a pretty good sized line, as it always does. I think Peter Pan is one of the favorite rides for many people who are Fantasyland fans and just Disney fans in general. So you can see over my right shoulder here, there's quite a line going on. But the other rides over on the left side, the Pinocchio's Daring Journey, and that side of Fantasyland seems much less busy. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride doesn't look too busy. Relatively chill today. There's a line, but it's not crazy. It's tempting to get into that line. Okay, now it may be difficult to get up to the train station because of the parade, but I am going to give it a try as we walk through Fantasyland, past Storybook Land, and past the teacups. We're going to see if we can go up to the left and walk. That's what we want. We want Toontown to our left. We're going to try and make it to Toontown and make it to the train. Okay. You can hear that. You can hear the parade. You'll be able to see the parade a little bit as I walk up to Toontown. There it is, right there. Well, that was fun. We got to see a little bit of the parade there. We got to see Belle, and we got to see the Beast, and some of the princes and princesses there. That was fun. Now we are heading up the side path that is covered by a hedge. Oh, there's Jessie. There's Jessie right there. Okay, we're working our way up the pathway alongside the parade and towards Toontown. But I think I'm going to take the train ride because I miss the trains. I love the train, and I want to be on the Disneyland Railroad as much as I can. So we'll see which of the locomotives we get today, which train we're gonna get to take when we get up there. You know, they have 5 trains altogether. They can have as many as 4 in service at any given time. I think they keep 1 in reserve so that when they have to take a locomotive out for service, then they can swap one out. But on a busy day like today, I wouldn't be surprised if they're running all 4 trains, but more than likely at least 2 for sure, and possibly 3 trains today. Okay, yeah, all right. Everybody's watching the parade over there, so we don't have much of a line here for the train, so that's pretty exciting. I can see that the train line up here is very short, and that makes me very happy. That makes me very excited. As we walk up, we can see that there's not much of a line here for the train today. So this is awesome. It says 5 minutes. Nice. Okay, we're gonna wait for the train. Okay, it says 5 minutes. We'll see if it really is 5 minutes, but it probably won't be more than 10.
All strollers need to be folded to get on the train. Make sure all strollers are folded.
Sitting in the car of the railroad, I am sitting right on top of the Toontown Bridge and looking at the people walking into Toontown, walking right into the bridge, and then straight ahead we see the Matterhorn. So it's kind of a neat view from right here, or we're sitting right here on the Toontown Bridge, looking out at the Matterhorn as people come in. You heard the whistle. I see the green light. Here we go. And we see some of the train workers and engineers taking a little break.
Thanks for joining us on the
Here,
Disneyland Railroad.
just outside of Small World.
With your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos.
Looking down here, you can see a Small World. These are the boats exiting Small World. It's a nice view of Small World and the Matterhorn off in the distance. Great part of Fantasyland, right at the very edges of Fantasyland before you get into Toontown. If you want to see what Small World looks like at night, check my channel and look for the Small World video of the nighttime Christmas ride, and also the lighting of Small World, which is really, really cool when they light it up at night for the first time of the evening. We are now cruising along. I love the sound of the train. Bells ringing, whistle blowing, sound of the wheels on the track. Here's one of the back entrances to
We're now steaming forward into the future to
the area where the parades come in,
practical and imagined.
at the top of
Rocket ships and stars,
Fantasyland.
submarines, and
And here are the
if you look overhead, maybe a
pylons and the tracks for the monorail.
version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail and us are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. Sabers and Astro Blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Folks, need everyone to one side. That is still an exit. Move.
Okay, well, that is a first. We were all loaded up and ready to go. The train was fully loaded and we had a green light there for a moment, and then we just got the word that the trains, plural, the trains are closed down, they said. And so we are all disembarking and getting off the train and having to leave and exit into Tomorrowland because we're at the Tomorrowland station. So I don't know what happened there. It had to be something further down the line because our train was fine. Our locomotive looked like it was having no issues whatsoever, and our train was fully loaded. We were ready to go, but they have now asked everybody to leave the queue and to leave the train. So I am guessing it is one of the other trains on the line somewhere. There must be an issue with the track or an issue with a locomotive or a car that has some kind of a propulsion issue. I don't know. It's interesting. If anybody knows, let me know. If you're a train worker or an engineer and you're seeing this video, let me know what happened on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024 at about, let's see, what time is it here? At about 3 o'clock, at 2:53 p.m. I'd love to know what happened because I have never had that happen in all the many years I've been here. I mean, it is not uncommon for any of the other rides like Indiana Jones or Big Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain to go down, but for the railroad to go down, that was unusual. I'd love to know what happened. I am a huge train fan. I love trains, I love locomotives, and I'd love to know what happened. So if anybody knows, please let me know down in the comments what happened to the Disneyland Railroad today when we all were asked to disembark. Okay, so I am walking with a crowd of people out into Tomorrowland because all of us had to leave the train just seconds before we were about to take off. It was crazy. But, you know, hey, stuff happens. Still a good day at Disneyland. I don't mind. Just being in the park is fun enough for me. All right, there's Space Mountain up ahead of us. The Tomorrow Landing is an awesome gift store if you want to find a ton of pins. They have a lot of beautiful pins, a lot of fantastic pins for all you pin traders and pin fans like I am. I'm not a pin trader, but I'm a fan of pins. I own some pins. I like to wear them. And also those magic bands, those wristwatch style bands. They have tons of those in there, like every kind of style. So it looks like it's a 1 hour, or does that say 80 minutes? Say 60 minutes or 80 minutes? It says 80 minutes for Space Mountain. So that's a little bit too much for me. I am going to pass on getting on Space Mountain. And I'm just gonna head over here. Let's see if there's any new merch over here in the shop here in Tomorrowland. A lot of Christmas merch still. Let's see if there's anything new. I kind of like these windbreaker style jackets. These are neat. Look at that. Castle on it. Let's see what it has on the back here. Oh, that's neat. Has some of the famous structures, buildings and structures at Disneyland. Oh, I like the Disneyland backpack. That's really cool. Yeah, so these are a few things I hadn't seen before. I don't know if they were here earlier in the season. I didn't see them, but you know, it's hard to see every single thing. I do love that. That is really nice. That is very cool.
We're just waiting for that.
Oh, a lot of people coming out at the moment. Coming out of the ride. I am going to avoid that traffic and move over on out of the shop myself. The Star Trader shop is actually really cool. They have a lot of neat stuff that you don't find in the other shops. But it was getting a little crowded. I saw just a stream of people coming out of the exit from the ride into Star Trader, and that was my cue to keep on moving. Okay, we are walking and talking. There's a stream of people going in both directions. I'm in one stream of people, and looking at the line for Star Tours, which isn't too bad. The Star Tours line doesn't look so bad. I was recently on Star Tours. If you want to see that video, then check out my channel. Look for the Star Tours video. There's a couple of really good videos there in Star Tours. Rise of Resistance, Star Tours, Smuggler's Run, all those Star Wars oriented rides I have good videos for. But check out Astro Blaster right now. This is Astro Blaster departing flights will resume in winter 2024. There is a fence up all around the Astro Orbiter. I think I might have said Astro Blaster, but I meant Astro Orbiter. Oh, this is neat. Look at this. This shows you all of the different variations of the Astro Orbiter. This is cool. It shows you what year. Look at this really old one, 1956 to 1967. Wow. 1956 to 1967. I can barely remember that one. The Disneyland Paris Orbitron Machines Volantes. Yes, I've been on that one. That is pretty awesome. I do love Disneyland Paris. If you folks have not been to Disneyland Paris, if you ever get over to Europe, and I highly recommend you do, it is so fun, it's so worth it. You really realize how new, how young our country is, the United States, when you go to Europe and you walk around the ancient monuments that are hundreds and in some cases thousands of years old throughout Europe, especially like if you're in Rome or in Greece, in Athens, around those areas, in Turkey. But even in Paris, you know, it's much older than it is here in the United States. And so you see lots of cool stuff. But, you know, outside of Paris, and I want to say, I'm trying to remember how long it took. It's been a while now, but I want to say it was somewhere in the neighborhood of about an hour train ride, maybe less, to get to Disneyland Paris. And Disneyland Paris was super amazing. They have more land there than we have at Disneyland. So there is more, you know, the rides are kind of bigger, the castle is bigger, everything is kind of bigger, kind of like it is in Florida, but different, you know, because you know the weather is cooler there in Europe than it is here. Although it has been getting a lot hotter in the last few years, as it has been getting hotter everywhere on the planet. But anyway, yeah, Disneyland Paris is very magical. They really go in for I want to call them like seasonal statues. You find them all over the park, and they're themed kind of for the season and also for characters and you know, inspired by different animated films. So it's just really cool. It's super cool. I really recommend you go and check it out. I am just walking through Main Street now. I feel like I haven't had an ice cream in a long time. I wonder if I could possibly get an ice cream down here at the ice cream store, the old-fashioned ice cream store. It's always super busy, but who knows, maybe I might be able to get some ice cream. Go check it out over here. Just walking down Main Street. Let's take a look inside Disney's Clothiers and see if they have any special new clothing besides the holiday clothing, which they still have a lot of. I'm gonna bet that this holiday clothing is gonna be going on sale sometime in about a week or so when all the holiday shoppers have left. Oh, look at this. This is really neat. This is like a rain slicker. This is like a vinyl rain slicker. Getting ready for the rainy season here in California, which usually happens in January. This looks like to be about $60. That's really cool. I have a gaiter, a neck warmer that is made of that same pattern but in cloth as opposed to vinyl. I like the Donald. That's awesome. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, they definitely have some new stuff here. I love that. That is really cool. That is a really cool Mickey sweatshirt. Let's look at the back of that. Wow, I think that is meant for ladies and women, but I got to tell you, it's so cool. I wouldn't mind wearing it myself if it fit me. It is really neat. Oh, look at this. This is great stuff. Oh, this is so cool. This is kind of old school but beautiful.
Do they look the same?
Classic Mickey t-shirts and sweatshirts in abundance. I like this blue one here. $55 for a sweatshirt. A lot of nice stuff out here. All the characters on this one. They got some neat corduroy. That's neat. Look at that. That's really nice.
Yeah. Look, they only
it's got all the characters. Oh, that's a nice one. It's kind of like taxi cab yellow sweatshirt with Mickey on it. Taxi cab yellow Mickey sweatshirt. That is my jam right there. I like that.
Okay, we'll go somewhere else.
Screen printed. So a lot of Christmas merch here still. Mostly Christmas merch actually. I like this Mickey hat. Mostly Christmas clothing and merch here at Disney Clothiers. But I suspect that's going to change pretty quick. It's a nice hat for $30. Has all the Mickey. Got Steamboat Willie on there, and then I can't tell which. Oh, that looks like he's. I'm not sure what's going on there. And then he's got the. There's Mickey the Wizard, and I think this is like Mickey as D'Artagnan or something. I can't remember which cartoon that is. Okay, a lot of kids and ladies wear over that way. Excuse me. So mostly holiday merchandise still in this particular shop. So I am gonna wait on buying anything until we see more new merch coming out. Well, this has been a fun walk around the park today. I don't know if I am gonna, I don't know, I feel like I want to go on the train one more time, but I'm also getting kind of hungry and I don't want to wait in a big line because it is a little busy. There is an ice cream shop out here on Harbor Boulevard that I have been wanting to go to for a few years now, but every time I drive by there, it's usually on my way out of the park, and it's always super slammed, super crowded. So maybe today it will not be as crowded as it has been in other times. And maybe today is the day I get my ice cream. Have to see.
Take a picture now. Get the baby. Thank you.
Hi, Dale. Hi, Dale. I love Dale. We always see Chip. We don't see enough of Dale, right? We need to see more Dale. Dale is the one. All right, Dale. That was fun. I got to see Dale. We always see Chip, but we don't see enough Dale. I got to see Dale today. That was cool. Well, folks, this was a little preview of the parks today at Disneyland here in January, and Disneyland was looking sweet, but it was very busy. You know what? I think I'm gonna head over into California Adventure. Maybe I'll get an ice cream over there and go check out California Adventure. That sounds like the plan. All right, I've made my way over into California Adventure, and it is much quieter over here. Although maybe it could be deceiving. It looks really quiet when you're down near the Christmas tree at the base of Main Street in Disneyland, but then as soon as you start walking up Main Street and you get near any of the rides, you find that it's quite busy. It's very busy. So it's kind of the same thing right now, right here. What that was about. Kind of the same thing here at California Adventure. It's very quiet right here as you walk in, but it'll be interesting to see if it's still quiet when we get further into the park. I'll tell you one thing, as soon as I walked in here, I started smelling a lot of yummy smells. Some savory smells here that smell just amazing and super yummy. Oh, there you go. We've got some Christmas music already. Ah, isn't that sweet? It's still Christmas here. Here comes the Buena Vista red car. I love the sound of that little baby laughing. That's always fun. Well, we're still getting some warm and fuzzy Christmas vibes here, which is fun. Lots of fun Christmas music, Christmas vibes going on. Oh, listen to that music. Isn't that fantastic? That just puts me in the best mood. I love cartoon music. I love music that's like fully orchestrated cartoon music, right? And then the singing voices. This is so fun. Ah, there's Grizzly Peak over there. Waterfall is running well. Let's see, maybe I should get a frozen Mickey head treat, ice cream sandwich, or a Nestle's ice cream bar. I think I get an ice cream bar. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got my Mickey ice cream bar. I gotta get my ice cream fixed. I haven't had any ice cream in a while, and I am an ice cream fanatic. Anybody that knows me will tell you that I eat ice cream, or I can eat ice cream every single night. I love to eat ice cream at night after dinner, sometime around 8 or 9 o'clock. But I haven't had ice cream in a while because, you know, so many other Christmas treats we've been having. My daughters have been baking cookies and bringing me all kinds of chocolates and sweets, and my sisters have been bringing me sweets, and it's just been a non-stop dessert and sweet fest here for me. So I thought I would take a little break from the ice cream and enjoy all of that Christmas. Now this is interesting. Look at this. The Walt Disney Imagineering Blue Sky cellar is all walled off. They are doing something here at the Blue Sky cellar, and I do not know what they're doing. Do you know what they're doing at the Blue Sky cellar?
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's all walled off. I wondered if you knew.
Oh, no, I don't.
It looks like they're gonna install something. Oh yeah, this is completely walled off. So something big is going on here at the Blue Sky cellar. It makes me wonder what they have planned. Look at that, they have completely blocked that off. So that makes me wonder what is going on over there. Are they going to be tearing that down or installing something in there? I know we've had the announcement that there's going to be additional rides and experiences that Disney's going to spend something like $60 billion in improving the parks. So I wonder what that's going to be. Is that going to be an experience? It's too small of an area to be a ride, so I'm not sure what they could do there, but they're doing something. If you guys know what's going to be happening at Blue Sky Cellars, it's got to be something to do with the Imagineers, as is everything, right? But if you know what it is, let me know. It is time to walk down Route 66 one more time during the holiday season and enjoy all of the Christmas garlands and all of the Christmas cheer. Check out Mater's. Mater's Jingle Jamboree. Mater's Jingle Jamboree. You know what? I'm gonna go in Sarge's Supply Hut because they have a very cool town layout in a case there that I like to look at. I'm gonna go check that out. I love this place. This is so cool. This is the town layout here of Route 66. And you see the whole town laid out here in model form or diorama. Very fun. And look down the town street right there. Look right down Route 66. That's pretty awesome. Now we're on the back side of the town. Got Flo's VA Cafe, Sarge's Supply, which is what we're in right now.
Like that blue style of the freaking that I like. How would the cake like this?
It's super cool. That's so fun. There's even a street light right in the middle there. We were just in Sargent's Supply, and that is always fun. I love the model of Route 66 town here in Sargent's Supply. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. For any of you that are model railroad fans, you might want to check that out. It's certainly not as detailed crafted as many model railroad layouts are. I know a lot of railroad fans, a lot of model railroad fans, hobbyists I should say, make some incredibly detailed layouts, landscapes, towns, cities, with streets and all kinds of people and props and things, and much more detailed maybe than what we had here, but it's still fun to see it. I bet if given the time and the budget, some of my model railroad friends would be able to build an even more highly detailed, more cool model layout of Route 66 here. It is the joy to the world right here. Look at this guy. Is this fun or what? All right, let's head over to Hollywood Boulevard by heading through the Avengers campus. Yeah, this is much more chill over here. This is not nearly as crowded as Disneyland was today. It's a lot more chill here at California Adventure, and I am enjoying this walk through California Adventure. I almost went straight back home, but I decided I would check out California Adventure before I left for the day, and I'm really glad I did, because it's really nice here. It's really tempting to just gobble up a ton of food here because they have such good food here, and my favorite, the Lamplight Lounge, is here. But it's early enough that I can get home and have dinner at home, have a nice meal. I think I feel like cooking something tonight. Something chicken-based, or maybe, you know, I think tonight's Chinese. I'm gonna go for Chinese food tonight. That's what I feel like having, like some shrimp tempura or some chicken and rice, something like that. Teriyaki chicken and rice. That's what it sounds like for me today. All right, we are walking into Avengers campus, and you can hear that Avengers music starting to fill the air. Sounds very heroic. All right, this is nice. Last time I was here, it was a lot more crowded in the Avengers campus. It's more chill today, so that's good. So, hey, I asked one of the cast members on Main Street in Disneyland when he thought, or if he knew, when the Christmas decorations were going to come down, all the holiday decorations, and he said he believed it was going to be on January 7th, that would probably be the last day for the holiday overlay, all the holiday decorations. Oh my gosh, look, there he is. It is Avengers campus, just heading on into a building. So I don't know if I was able to capture him and get a video clip for you of him, but wow, that suit looked amazing. That Iron Man suit he was wearing looked amazing. It looked fantastic. And you too can buy that Iron Man suit here at California Adventure. Well, I don't know if it's actually a suit. It might just be a mannequin-like statue. But yeah, you can buy it. I think it's around $8,000, was it? Or was it more than that? I can't remember now. But it was a lot of money when I saw it in the Avengers gift building, the gift shop. Like, well, it was Marvel. I'm not sure it was Avengers, but it was a Marvel gift shop. Here we are, coming up on the Hollywood red streetcar. Looks like it might be full up, so no more people getting on. But that's okay, because I wanted to walk on down here to Hollywood Boulevard and see what's going on down here. There is Santa and his reindeer right here. on Hollywood Boulevard. I hear a band. I am thinking it is the Mostly Kosher Band, which is a fantastic band. I love that group. Oh, there goes the monorail. How fun is that? Let's see, is it the Mostly Kosher Band or someone else? Yeah, it's Mostly Kosher. Oh yeah, the party has begun.
Now, Hanukkah is like every other holiday where we gather with our loved ones and we give each other presents. I got your gift card. Thank you very much, by Amazon. Very nice. Oh, you know what else? It's every Jewish woman's holiday tradition. We eat. Now, at Hanukkah, we also light the menorah, right? Those 8 candles that you've probably seen in windowsills bring love and light into homes all around the world. Well, those 8 candles actually represent the oil that miraculously lasted for 8 days so many years ago in the Holy Temple. And that inspired this next hopeful song in Hebrew.
Hello. If you are new to the area, the Monstropolis Chamber of Commerce would like to welcome you. While you're in town, be sure
We interrupt this program for a special report. A child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child!
If witnesses are to be believed, there has been a child security breach for the first time in monster history.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a doll.
It's true! I saw the whole thing!
Happy birthday, Schmoopsy Poo!
Oh, googly bear!
This human child froze me with its telepathic control. Made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. Then it grabbed me with its giant tongue.
Oh, we gotta get you home.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Sweet monster in the sky, save me!
My home is out, and on my birthday, I thought you cared about me.
Come on, this way.
We have a 2319 in progress. Spread out and lock it down. There's nothing down here.
Nice. Yeah, nothing exciting ever happens.
I've got both doors set up on the scale.
Race you to the scare. They'll never find her door now.
Look, Boo, there's your door.
We're almost there, kiddo.
They'll never get her home now.
Oh, go. Simon.
transported to the scene where we immediately secured the area with we spread out and locked it down. After careful and thorough observation of the perimeter, we quickly rendered the situation status to neither zone. We can neither confirm nor deny the possibility of a trial. We responded to it.
Nice to see you. Young lady in the first row. I like your big ears. I'll be in your closet tonight.
Well, that was fun. I just went on Monsters Inc. and it was super awesome as always. I love those guys. Those characters are the best. So, another fun ride at California Adventure. Okay, so soundstage number 17 was the Marvel gift shop. You can still see the Marvel posters up above, but it is now closed. So that makes me wonder, what are they going to be doing with soundstage number 17? Because that is a large building. I wonder what's coming to soundstage number 17. Does anybody have any ideas? I bet you do. Maybe you even know. Maybe you can tell me down in the comments what you think, or what you know, or what you think you know is coming to soundstage number 17 at California Adventure off Hollywood Boulevard. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, here we are. Oh, check it out. Look who's coming down the street. My favorite band, the Five and Dime. Yep, there they are. I love the Five and Dime Band. They are so fun. And then coming up ahead of us is the Hollywood red car right now. Coming down the street. There it is. Pacific Electric. The old Pacific Electric red cars that my mother and father and aunts and uncles got to ride when they were young and no longer exist, haven't existed for many decades, but here at California Adventure, they still have them. It looks like all Christmas merch here. Just nothing but Christmas merch. That is a nice hat. I do like that. But aside from that, there are no other non-Christmas articles of clothing or hats or merch here at the shop in California Adventure on Hollywood Boulevard. I'll head on up here, see what we find in some of the other shops like Elias and Company. See, oh, look at that. This is a really cute old school Mickey right there. To look through the glass here. Those are really cute. Really cute. Oh, it's all about Wish here. It is all about Wish. Look at this.
Thank you.
Here's a Route 66 inspired dress. That's kind of neat. It's heavy too. It's like a heavy winter dress. Unusual. Here are the t-shirts, the wall of t-shirts. Oh, they've got the sweetheart t-shirts. Those are cute. Let's see this. T-shirt. Let's see, these are 2 for $25, so, or 25 each. So $50 for 2 t-shirts. And just checking out. Oh, they got some interesting Avengers liked. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's an Avengers kind of like cover, but when you turn it, it's that lenticular type of printing where it changes the actual image. That is very cool. Look at this lenticular type of image. See, it changes. There's a sort of a Mickey Captain America, and then there's the actual Captain America, Mickey Captain America, and then the real Captain America. Neat. Lots of red and green because the Christmas merch is still in full supply here. Let's see if they can sell all this Christmas merch in the next 5 days. I seriously doubt it. But that's okay. We'll go somewhere. Somebody will buy it on discount, maybe, at one of the discount stores that are off property. Or maybe they ship. I don't know. What do you think they do? Do you guys know what they do with old merch? Do they send it to other countries and deep discount it, or do they sell it here in the US? Now, here we go. You can buy a monorail for $100. It's cool, but it just has like graphics printed on the cars. There's no actual windows. It's not collector quality, it's just toy quality. I wish they would make some Disneyland Railroad and Disneyland monorail collector quality, like HO or N-gauge railroads. Oh, we got some Jack Skellingtons here. Hello, Jack. He's pretty cool. I don't know. I'd love to have Jack just sing on my shoulder here. It would be pretty cool. Let's see. It's not bad. $27. There you go, Oogie Boogie. Whoops. Oogie Boogie almost fell over. Oh, that's not Oogie Boogie. What am I saying? That's Sandy Claus. They got Sandy Claus. Oh, that's a great Sandy Claus face. That's really good. Oh my gosh. And then the classic Mickey t-shirt, or classic Mickey sweatshirts. Oh, that's a nice one. These are nice. Jack and Sally purses. This is cool. Vampire teddy bear. It's a vampire teddy bear. That's awesome. I like that. How much is a vampire teddy bear? Does it tell us? Oh my gosh, there's like a whole thing where you're supposed to set it. It has a little Velcro, and you set it on your shoulder. Wow. Price check.
This guy is cute though, isn't it? I'm like,
that is a nice long sleeve t-shirt there. Look at that. The Mickey head, and then the Mickey compass, and then the Sleeping Beauty Castle, and the Matterhorn. All this stuff is great. Look at that. It has all the different rides. Space Mountain. That's really nice. I like that. $44.39, or is it $44.99? I couldn't quite make that out.
At nighttime they'll come around and
Lots of cool stuff. Well, they have an abundance of Christmas merch here. There is an abundance of Christmas and holiday merch still here at California Adventure. And so I think they're going to have a little bit of a time selling it all. I wonder where it all goes. Where does it all go when the season is over? I know they don't just stash it away and stock it for next year and resell it. They always have new stuff. So I am guessing that it gets sent out to another off-site store, like a discount store, or maybe it gets sent to other countries. I don't know. I need to know these things, and I don't know. I know there's at least one off-site store in Anaheim that sells Disney merch, and I assume that is like old, new old stock Disney merch. I don't know though, like what the whole situation is. Okay, it is not dark yet, and I wonder if I should go down to downtown Disney and go check out a band. I don't know, it's gonna get cold pretty quick here as soon as that sun goes down. I am tempted to go home. It has been fun here, walking here today though, I gotta say. It's really fun, guys. If you want to have a good time, the weather is wonderful here in Southern California. There's gonna be a few days where rain's gonna come in and come out, but overall it's pretty great. Now this is interesting. Right out in front of California Adventure, between California Adventure and Disneyland, we have always had, for as long as I can remember, we've had these Mickey heads, kind of the center of the area, the center of the plaza between Disneyland and California Adventure, and they have it completely chained off now. And I am guessing because it is looking pretty worn. It is looking pretty worn down, and maybe it is scheduled for a refresh. Yeah, it looks like some of the, I don't know what you call this stuff, terrazzo or marble. I don't know if they're using marble or granite. I don't know. It's a combination of things, but it looks like the stone is starting to break apart. There's cracks in it here and there, and it looks like some of it's even sunken down. So it looks like this has been chained off from guests so that it can probably be walled off pretty soon and then be dug up and rebuilt, refinished, or maybe just replaced. Maybe they have some other cool idea of what they're going to do with this sort of compass of Mickey heads here in the center. If you know what's going to happen to this, let me know, because I do not know. But I need to know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today on my walk around Disneyland and California Adventure. I only went on one ride, Monsters Inc., which was awesome. I almost went on the train, but the trains were stopped for some reason, and we had to disembark, as you saw. Almost got to take a ride around the park, but then the train died. So, or I don't know, I won't say the train died because I don't know that, but for some reason they told us the trains were no longer running and we had to disembark. But even with all that, and even on just riding one ride, I just love being at Disneyland and California Adventure and soaking up all the fun energy, all the cool vibes, all of the happy energy here at Disneyland and California Adventure, even downtown Disney. So for everybody who hasn't been down here yet, I think you have until January 7th, and then according to the cast member, that is when they will take down the holiday overlay, all of the Christmas decorations, the Christmas garlands, the Christmas trees, probably the night of January 7th, because he said the 7th. Hopefully not before. But if you haven't gotten down here, the crowds are starting to become far less than they were just even a few days ago, even just like over the weekend or last week. So this is the time to come. If you're a Magic Key holder, you should be able to get a reservation now. I'm a Magic Key holder, and I was able to get a reservation for today. It is Wednesday, January 3rd. It was not a problem getting a reservation. I may try and get another reservation for later in the week or on the weekend. I will be back here next week. But for all of you who see this video, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have thousands and thousands of views every week, but not that many subscribers, and I would love to have you guys subscribe. So do me a favor, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and share this video with your friends, and look at some of my other videos and share those videos too. So this has been Indiana Homes. I will see you in the next video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. Thank you very much.